Let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about X-Men 97 and its creator, Beau DeMayo. So, if you guys have been living under a rock, X-Men the Animated Series, which you guys probably grew up watching and loving, is finally getting a sequel continuation in animated series form with X-Men 97, and its creator, Beau DeMayo, was actually fired weeks before the premiere. Now, X-Men the Animated Series is often regarded as one of the best superhero, series ever, actually. And a lot of people look at that specific series as the definitive version of what they, in their minds, think of as far as like the X-Men. Like, people who have never read X-Men comics love that X-Men the Animated Series. So when, Disney first announced that they were going to be doing a continuation to X-Men the Animated Series, it's going to get met with some skepticism, because that's like, Warner Brothers announcing a sequel series to make, Batman Beyond or Static Shock or Batman the Animated Series. Like, that's going to get met with some skepticism, because people really do love and regard these specific animated series as like definitive versions of these characters. They like the voice acting, the narratives, the dialogue, the storytelling, the development of the characters, like the music, all that stuff, right? And if you guys look into like Beau DeMayo, he kind of pretty much checks all the boxes for a candidate that Disney would hire on their current projects. Being a part of that lettuce, bacon, tomato, onion type of community that Disney is still somewhat pandering to, right? So what's also crazy is this guy had a hand in working on Moon Knight, which was complete dog shit. Like, Moon Knight is terrible. And he also had been working on Blade, which has gotten many constant rewrites, production setbacks, all that stuff, right? So I'm kind of wondering, what could this guy have done to the point where Disney would get rid of this guy? Well, let's look into it, because we might have an update about that. And the whole like X-Men 97 controversy, I did a trailer reaction to the X-Men 97 animated series, first trailer, and it honestly didn't look that bad. And then, like, not even literally 24 hours later, it's probably about it was literally like 2 hours later, you got that X-Men fan account on Twitter, basically going full like SJW, defending the mega conglomerate company, defending like the more non-binary, character. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, basically just showing their full hand that they are nothing but a company shill, actually. And one guy basically said, hey, I'm not going to be probably checking this out because I don't like what they did with that Morph character. And they were like, we don't need you. And it's like, you don't want to have a fan account like that talking down to the people that are going to be most likely checking this out, right? Earlier this month, Beau DeMayo was in the midst of a particularly busy time at Marvel Studios. The writer, producer was preparing for the launch of X-Men 97, the Disney Plus series he created as a continuation of the beloved 90s Fox kids show. DeMayo, a Marvel regular who previously wrote on live-action series Moon Knight, as well as early drafts of the company's delayed but still upcoming vampire thriller Blade, which we know is probably not going to be that good. Blade had completed writing duties on season 2 of X-Men 97, was lining up press, and making plans to attend the show's Hollywood premiere on March 13th. He was even discussing loose ideas for a third season with members of his team. But early last week, Marvel and DeMayo suddenly parted ways. His company email was deactivated, and cast and crew were informed he was no longer on the project. It's crazy how a guy that literally wrote Moon Knight got 2 seasons of X-Men 97, and you can already tell the changes that he made to the original have not been well received by the fans. Just saying. DeMayo's Instagram account once a source for X-Men updates was deleted. No reason for the firing was given. Marvel had no comment. DeMayo's representatives did not return calls for comment, and emails to the showrunner yielded no response. It was surprising turn of events on the eve of the show's March 20th debut. Splitting with writers is a normal part of business for Marvel or any studio. However, it is unusual for a top creative on a Marvel project to miss a premiere or cancel press plans last minute. Even if they've been shuffled to the side, most Marvel premieres feature multiple screenwriters walking the red carpet, some of whom had been rewritten by other writers also walking the carpet. Marvel announced DeMayo's hiring in November of 2021. The move was met with some level of excitement. Yeah, I doubt it. A lot of these guys getting hired by Marvel does not need any excitement because they are usually hired with the idea of, well, if this person's gay, then you're hired. What have you done in Hollywood? Well, nothing. Have you done anything in your life resembling anything like movies or television? No, I worked at my 7-Eleven gas station pumping gas for Felipe. It's like, yeah, because that would obviously qualify someone to write on high production, TV and movies, right? I doubt this guy has even read X-Men comic books, let alone even understand X-Men in general. Because why would he make all these changes to these characters? And why are you introducing a non-binary character from a show that is a continuation of something in the 90s? Actually, at least back in that time period, as far as I can remember, because I was like born in that time period. None of that weird shit was going on. As the scribe brought his identity as a gay black man to the project. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Yeah, fucking hell. And made it a point in talking to the press about how growing up as the adopted son to white parents with a Korean sister in the South made the X-Men characters and their struggles for acceptance by society feel personal to him. It's so freaking cringe how, like, this guy brought up all of this, which, a good amount of us could probably like relate to in some areas, like on like the smaller scale or bigger scale, depending on how your life goes and what you've been through. Why would you change these characters? Like, he went through all of this and it had some deep effect on him. And he was like, you know what? I love that series so much. I gotta switch up some of these characters because Morph is like non-binary and it's like, effing hell. His silence on social media has been acute, as he was a prolific poster, sharing X-Men tidbits as well as shirtless pictures of himself at the gym. For a time, he also ran a non-explicit OnlyFans account, all of which inspired the Lettuce, Bacon, Tomato, Onion publication Out to declare him the sexy, gay Marvel writer and showrunner to know. That's just so stupid. That's, good God. Anything to pander to these people, right, Disney? But at times, social media had proven a challenge while making the series. In May 2023, DeMayo announced he would be deleting his Twitter account after he was attacked by users accusing X-Men 97 of whitewashing the character Sunspot with the casting of Brazilian actor Gui Agostini in the role. X-Men 97 continues the story. Oh, before I go over that, yeah, of course he would delete his Twitter account. Of course. He couldn't handle like actual fans of the animated series, X-Men, and fans of the X-Men characters in general going like, hey, why are you doing this? This makes no sense. These changes are unnecessary. And he went, you know what? I am deleting my Twitter because I cannot handle backlash because these people cannot handle criticism. X-Men 97 continues the story of X-Men the animated series, which ran from 1992 to 1997 and is credited with introducing a generation of children to the mutant characters and priming the pump for the X-Men movies of the early 2000s. I'm just going to say right now, X-Men the animated series is better than pretty much all those X-Men movies outside of like Days of Future Past, First Class, X2, and that's pretty much it. My personal opinion. A number of the voice actors from the original show are returning, with a nostalgia factor helping propel the first trailer to become the most watched promo for a Disney Plus animated show. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. I can't wait to hear what DeMayo has to say about Charles Xavier. DeMayo was among the kids who grew up watching the show, said the showrunner in June 2022. Anyone who feels different We all have a Magneto inside of us. Good Lord. I'm not. Nope, I'm good. If anyone thinks Magneto is a good guy, you are beyond retarded, and I know you don't know nothing about that character. If you can somehow resonate with Magneto, you are mentally ill and you need to get help. So there's been some revealing of why he got fired. So this was right here, and this came out of comicbookmovie.com. X-Men 97 showrunner Beau DeMayo may have been fired by Disney due to unsettling, creepy OnlyFans activity. Oh, was he getting a dick up the butt while wearing a ski mask with a troon? Probably was the reason why. Man, this is like, the writing on this article is so small. I have to literally enhance my Chrome tab right here to see this stuff. Look at all these ads, man. Freaking crazy. When the news broke earlier this week that Marvel Studios had fired X-Men 97 showrunner Beau DeMayo, speculation immediately starting running rampant about what led him being dismissed mere days before the show's press tour began. Contrary to social media scuttlebutt, his dismissal is said to have had nothing to do with the fact that he's black or gay. I mean, we would never know that, and show media websites would say that because they're trying to control the narrative, and that's what they like to do. I mean, we literally would never know if that was the reason, so I don't know why they would put like that in people's heads in general, you know? I mean, Disney's definitely treated people black badly before, you know? I mean, they treated Gina Carano also pretty badly too, so, I mean, anything's possible, right? Jeff Snyder reports via tornado.com that he was an absolute nightmare to deal with on a daily basis. Yeah, I'd imagine. Gay black guy, probably a raging leftist, probably constantly needing like validation from everyone, probably constantly wanted an echo chamber. Could imagine these people are unsettling to work with and a nightmare to deal with, actually. With the suggestion being he was a difficult presence behind the scenes of this X-Men the Animated Series revival. DeMayo is also said to have had raised concerns with Disney higher-ups regarding his non-nude OnlyFans account. Well, I'm definitely not checking that out because, first of all, I'm not gay and I like women. And yeah, pretty sure that's going to be raising some concerns. Like, hey, are prolific Marvel showrunners out here like slinging meat and other dudes buttholes actually? Yep, it's the guy we want part of our Marvel writing, our Marvel show X-Men 97, which is one of the more highly anticipated, projects coming out of Disney recently. Even honestly, more than most MCU shows actually, and movies, if you want to use that as an argument, right? It said they found his conduct on the platform unsettling and creepy. Yeah. Someone like him, if you watch this Comic-Con interview that happened in 2022, San Diego Comic-Con, bruh, you could tell this guy's a fucking, whoo, man, I could feel it from the freaking computer screen I was watching it from. The creative has yet to comment, but deleted his Instagram account earlier this month. He left X some time ago after frequently clashing with fans about the show. Yeah. Whew. So he was apparently, fired because of either, his Slanging meat OnlyFans account or being an absolute nightmare on a daily basis to work with. Now, was he an absolute nightmare because he was super passionate about the show and he wanted a certain way? Or was he, a nightmare because these kind of people tend to be a nightmare, if you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, best of luck to X-Men 97. I will be watching it. Hopefully it's good. But if it's not, I'm going to be massively disappointed. So, what do you guys think about X-Men 97 coming up? And what do you think about Disney firing Beau DeMayo? So, if you guys don't know, I'm going to be back on my grind of uploading somewhat daily videos, actually, regarding news, regarding movies, TV, anime, streaming, comic books, manga, video games, all that stuff. And I'm behind on a lot of these news videos, actually. So, I'll try and get like 1 or 2 a day done. And then, obviously, upload them for you guys. And I have plenty of more content coming out. Just make sure to hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified when I upload newer videos. And make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment down below. I'm MSK, Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces.